So a very warm welcome, everyone. Welcome to Hackveda Internships. Today, we are going to have the first interaction session with the interns, those who have joined us for 2022-23 batch of internship, starting January 16th up to 6 months of the duration. So objective of today's meeting is to have an introduction with the new interns, those who have joined with us on 16th of January, as well as you are going to have an interaction with existing team members, existing interns. You're going to get to know about the projects which we are doing. And then we are going to have one by one introduction with the new interns. We are going to make a note of your skill sets. We are going to have, we are going to understand the projects you have done. Then we are going to add you to our common board. The common board is a place where you guys are going to mark your attendance. You guys are going to get information about the internships, the task and everything. Then we are going to have those common board allotments and you're going to get the task, whatever you need to do, the self-learning material which needs to be provided. So we are going to share everything in sequence. Now, first we'll start with the presentation. Let's have a quick introduction to company profile, speakers, mentors, the kind of projects we are doing. And then we will be switching to interaction session one by one with all the interns, those who have joined with us today. So a very warm welcome, everyone. I hope you are having a good time. Today, we are going to start your internships and we are going to discuss further things about what you need to do and how you're going to gain experience out of this internship. So let's start the presentation with Hackveda. I'm from Hackveda Limited. We are going to have a discussion on 12 specific segments, which I'm going to bring in your information. Followed by, we are going to have the interns interaction. So what is Hackveda Limited and what are we going to cover today? So we are going to discuss 8 sections in my presentation. This would be around 10 minutes of my discussion. So I'm going to let you know about the company, the vision and mission statement of Hackveda Limited, key products and services we are building, key people in the company, followed by market analysis of the company, the market share and segment which we have, customer profile, what kind of customers we are dealing with, client testimonials, followed by the future plans, why we are hiring, why this internship, all of these things we are going to have the discussion. Moving on to the company part. So we started Hackveda in 2011. When we started this company, we started as a subsidiary of VMDD Technologies. VMDD Technologies, we started in 2008 to work on defense projects. So what we used to do in 2008, we used to import embedded products, embedded boards from international market. And we were the vendors for Defense Research Development Organization. And we used to provide embedded electronic boards to defense. These boards which we were supplying, they were from the brands Rabbit, they were from the brands Odroid. So these boards were used for testing operating systems. They were used to test firmware verification. They were used to test data acquisition. They were used to build data acquisition products. And some of these boards were used in missile systems also. So we have experience working in Prithvi missile system projects also. Some of the boards were given at that point of time when the development was going on. So somehow we were working under the subsidiary in 2008 as a subsidiary from 2008 to 11. Basically, this was VMDD Technologies was operated by my father, Mr. Vijay Kumar Shukla. He was a retired wing commander from Indian Air Force. And after serving Indian Air Force, he joined a Defense Research Development Organization. And he was working on Prithvi missile system. Then in 2011, I came out of my engineering and I was very interested to work in cyber security. So when I was in college, it was, a passion for me to learn hacking techniques. And I think you guys are from second year, third year, and final year. So the cybersecurity thing started in my mind somewhere in 2008, 2009. And I searched for a couple of books on cybersecurity, mobile hacking. Somehow there was a gap in execution. So whatever information was available on books, it was very difficult for me to implement it practically on machines at that point of time. I'm talking about 2008 and 9, way back. And the information was not substantial, it was outdated. So it started kicking in my mind that I need to learn cybersecurity, I need to do some hacking stuff, and then I have to, hack my friends' machines and all that. So with that, I started working in cybersecurity. I have, I used to connect with internet relay chats, and there are people from all over the world. They were connecting through IRCs in 2007, 8, 9, and they used to discuss a lot of hacking stuff. So I used to, follow a lot of discussions those guys were having. And at that point of time, it was too tough for me to understand what is happening. They used to have, jargons like they call motherboards as mobos. And it was, very fancy to attend those IRC channel chats. Now, so this, I was getting very curious to learn cybersecurity, and I was, it seemed very complex, and at the very same time, it seemed very fancy to me that cybersecurity is something, hackers are something, and all that. So in 2000, by 2011, I used to try a couple of stuff, and somehow I started learning online. A lot of tutorials I tried to execute, which were happening on IRC, and somehow I was getting, a quick grip on the concepts and things like that at that point of time. So then I started working on an Intel project that was a BIOS project, BIOS security project. So I started working on it, and somehow I got, into understanding corporate problems and what kind of challenges they are facing. And somewhere in my final year in 2011, I was, since my father already had a company, so I used to take certain Bluetooth boards and I used to operate hacking techniques on those Bluetooth boards. And I have presented that Bluetooth hacking techniques at various conferences while I was in college. So I thought of that I'll be working in this segment. So in 2011, I thought of making a knowledge base known as Hackveda. And I thought of, building cybersecurity solutions or to address cybersecurity problems. So that was the thought in 2011. So I started in 2011, but somehow after a couple of years working under VMDD Technologies, we got it registered in 2017. So after 5 years in business, during this phase, one of the things which I experienced. So initially, without experience, I went to DRDO to provide cybersecurity solutions. But somehow the solutions which they were expecting was, very precise, since they were working on defense products and it needs a lot of precision. And I was not that experienced enough to build cybersecurity products for defense at that point of time in 2011 up to 2017 phase. But in the meantime, we started working on some workshops, trainings on cybersecurity, and somehow it was a boom at that point of time. Workshops were happening and it was a new business. So somehow we got into cybersecurity in the training business in 2011-12, when we didn't get, entry into DRDOs or entry into building cybersecurity software products. But somehow that was in mind that we will be doing this somewhere in future. So somehow by 2017, we got registered in India. And next year in 2018, we registered a limited firm in Canada. So 17 and 18, we got our registrations. So as of now, Hackveda is 10 years into business, but with respect to registrations and all, we are 5 years into business. Then as of now, what are we doing? We are working on software development. We are working on research with cybersecurity, and there are certain products we are building, cybersecurity, machine learning products we are building on research, as well as we work on workforce development. So these are three major problem areas on which Hackveda Limited works. A lot of time people get confused what Hackveda does, and is it a training institute, or is it a software company, or is it a digital marketing company, or it is an exam center. So I'm going to address all of those questions today, and I'm going to show you the percentage of services and the kind of products and everything we're building. So this was a quick introduction to our company. So we started in 2011. We started working rigorously. 17-18, we got our registrations, and then we were officially doing business with government organizations and big organizations. So when we started this company, our mission was to solve research, development, and hiring problems. So this I'm talking about 2017. So when Hackveda got registered in 2017, before that, we were 5 years into business, and we have faced a lot of problems. So the problems were in development of security products. The problems were in researching what has been done and what new needs to be done, what is already solved and what new needs to be solved. So we were facing those challenges, and we experienced those challenges from 2011 to 2015-16. So while we were working on the workshops part, trainings part, seminar part, we got to identify that this is going to be something we are going to do in future. So the mission statement of Hackveda was to solve research, development, and hiring problems. So when we registered it, this was the mission. And as of now, 5 years into business, we are on the same mission. The vision is to build a workforce pipeline between institute to industry. So you would have heard many times the statement, interfacing institute with industry, interfacing institute with industry. So that is what we are doing. Our vision is to solve the research problems, to solve the development problems, and to solve the hiring problems. We need good workforce to build that. And somehow, not only Hackveda Limited, every company in the world, every organization in the world needs a great workforce. And if a workforce is there, then the problems are sorted. If a good workforce is there, these problems can be sorted. Now, since 2017 to 2022, we identified that a lot of people are working in this segment, wherein they are providing trainings, they are providing internships, and a lot of things are happening. But somehow there is no, a strong pipeline from where the talent can be identified, or we sometimes within the organization, we sometimes converse with each other and we say, there is no data lake of the talent. If there is a talent lake, any company can get into that lake and filter out or fetch out the appropriate workforce for their organization. So understanding that problem, we made it our vision that we would be building workforce pipeline in order to have a data lake, and the industry can access the talent whenever it is required. So we made this a goal, and what we started doing, whatever products we were building for the industry, so we started sharing the products with the new interns. Initially, what happened, or generally what happens in the industry, a student goes for a course, and within that course, he learns certain fundamentals. And once the fundamentals are over, the course is over. There is no experience. There is no, real-time experience to work on products which are being used by industry or being used by defense organizations. So somehow we thought of the products which we are building for industry, we would be discussing same projects with our people or with the interns, those who will be joining us. So maintaining the confidentiality as well as making the source codes accessible to our interns, we started working on this goal. And the current goal of our company, Hackveda Limited, is to build industry products and share those products, share the source codes with our interns so that they can gain experience. The interns can then help us accomplish our vision, accomplish our mission. They can be a part of our mission in order to fulfill the solutions for research, development, and hiring. So this is our vision and mission statement. Now, the key products which we are currently selling, since 2011 up to 2022-23, we have built many products. I have brought to you some, money-making products or something which we are currently having on the platform shareable with our interns. So that's what I have brought here. So certain key products which we have is, and we are currently building at the same time, building it, maintaining it. Body composition machine is a product which we are building. I'm going to share some of the insights of body composition machines with you. So this is a product which we are building for healthcare clients. Then we have a product known as paratrooper locator system. It is a product which we have provided to ADRD Agra, and this product is used by Indian Army at the moment. They used to track. So I'll let you know a scenario. So you would have seen whenever, suppose army is deployed at a mountain area and ammunitions needs to be sent there or food needs to be sent there, it is dropped from a helicopter. Okay, because by walk or by footsteps, it is very difficult. By road, it is very difficult to reach out to those locations. So these arms and ammunitions, food, and other required resources, they are dropped from parachutes from helicopters. So what happened whenever these packets are dropped? Sometimes what happens due to wind and due to location, these ammunitions, these bags are dropped to certain location, which is difficult to find. And it takes a lot of time to reach out to that packet or to reach out to those bags. So we built a paratrooper locator system where as soon as this arm and ammunition is dropped, there is a child unit in that package. And there is a main unit with the army commander. So he can quickly navigate to that particular product. Because, the challenge is on those areas, there is no network. So you cannot use Google Maps. So you have to have your own map. There is no communication. So you need to have a direct communication, a direct, radio frequency communication between the master unit and the child unit. So we built those kinds of systems and we are going to discuss with you. So that product is a combination of software, hardware, cyber security, encryption, radio frequency, and a lot of other things. So we built this product. This product was worth somewhere 15 lakh rupees. That was the first order. And then we got repeat order from ADRD Agra. And we have been working, still we are working on it, on this particular product. We are supplying many units. Then we currently have a product known as AI Blood Report Manager. This is an AI tool which we have given to diagnostic labs. So you would have seen when we go for a test, a blood test or something, so the n number of tests are being conducted. Different diagnostic labs have different, format of blood reports. So what we did, we made an AI tool, and irrespective of the format of the PDF, using text analysis, we read the values of the test, we read the range of those values which are coming. These ranges are also different in different diagnostic reports and different diagnostic labs. So with AI, we try to make a common report and we try to make a comparative of previous test reports of a particular patient, so that we can quickly let a patient know that what is the improvement, and with respect to his current test report, what needs to be improved, what is already improved. So we give that analysis to the diagnostic labs as well as to the patients. So this is a product which we are currently having. It is made in Django. It uses AI. It is deployed on AWS cloud. So many of you are going to work on these projects, those who are working on full stack development, those who might be working with Python, Django, they will be working on, they will get to have an experience on these projects. Then we have a heart and fitness app, which we can share with you. And many of the interns are currently working on it. We call it as a TM Heart application. So this application is available on Android, iOS, as well as it has a backend. So many interns are currently working on this project also, TM Heart. With heart, what we do, we try to evaluate fitness of a person with respect to his heart health. So this is also a healthcare product. So this is made in Android. It is available on iOS as well using Swift. We have built it. Then we have the backend available. We have it with Django. We have it with PHP and various other. We have it with Node. So people with full stack can work out on this project also. Mobile development teams can work on it. Cloud teams can work out on it. DevOps teams can work out on it. So this project also you guys are going to have it during your internships, depending on your choice of internship, whatever you have selected in your forms. Then we have a Pearson U Test Center, which is an exam center, and we have around 3,000 clients available on it, including clients like Microsoft, including clients like Google, Amazon. All those clients are available. So we do run a Pearson U Test Center where these corporate examinations happens, as well as we also build assessment products for companies as well. So we have made certain presentation products and assessment products and live labs kind of products we have built for various organizations. Cognos is one such organization who's using our product, and you guys are going to get access to it as well. Then using Python, Django, analysis, machine learning, deep learning, we perform algorithmic trading as well. So we work on investment trading as well, and we have built certain solutions on algorithmic trading. We have also developed cryptocurrency exchanges as well. We have built trading exchanges as well. So there are certain projects which we have done in the finance segment as well. So if I give you a quick overall report of the distribution of Hackveda, so around 33% of the business we do for DRDO and defense. Then 25% of our products and services, we work for industry, basically mostly for healthcare and finance segment. Then with machine learning and deep learning technology, we are doing a lot of research in cybersecurity and in various other use cases where machine learning and deep learning can solve the problems. A couple of projects which we have recently done so far is a balanced, efficient cloud management product with research. We have built automated DDoS detection and mitigation product. Currently, my team is working on, we have done a lot on road transport. We have done on curved text detections. We are currently working on text analysis on big data logs. So a lot of things are happening in this research segment also. And around 16.7% of tasks we do in Hackveda belongs to the research segment. Then we also provide professional courses, which is like 6 months courses to people where we discuss these live projects with people in a 6 months duration. And you can call it as an internship segment also, but that is we offer professional courses also, which is 16.7% of our services, and the revenue comes from this segment as well. And we have certain internships services as well, where we provide assessments. And I think you are currently invited to work with us on these segments. So under the internship segments, 8.3% of Hackveda services belong to internships part. So these are some of the key products which we have. Now I'll take you to some of the services which Hackveda is offering. So we have software development services which Hackveda builds, and you guys will be working with us in order to build various softwares for our client. And mostly the clients are from defense backgrounds, defense labs use our product. So what kind of labs are we are currently working with? So we work with Scientific Analysis Group. We work with Laser Science and Technology Group. We work with ADRDE. We work with NTRO. We work with CFES, which is a Center for Fire Explosives. We have made some photodiode products for Center for Fires and Explosives also. So under software development and hardware development, we work for these clients. Defense. For private segment, we are working with on healthcare segment. There are certain medical clients, those who purchase products from us. We build applications for them. We build their backend processes. So this is what the company is doing. Also, we build education products also. Then we are working on research support, where mostly machine learning, deep learning, cyber security, network simulation, these researches we do, and research support services are provided to our clients. We also have Pearson View and various assessment based products which we build. And there are clients like Amazon, Microsoft, and there are 3,000 plus clients for which we are building these assessment products. Coming to the fourth kind of service which we are offering, internships and professional courses. These are being offered by Hackveda, where we have offline, online, self-learning services, which is available on hackveda.in. So you can access those, courses in a self-learning manner or in an online manner. So that services are also available with Hackveda. So, and there is a percentage. So mostly we work for DRDO, which is approximately 33% of our revenue. Then we work on healthcare, finance, and education industry. These are the clients. So we get around 25% of the revenue, and 25% of the products and services belong to that particular segment. Then we have our Pearson View assessments exams. That is the third category. Research is the third category, followed by professional courses and internships. So this is what is the overall distribution of Hackveda products and services. Coming to the key people. So my name is Devanshu Shukla, who's conducting today's presentation. I'm the founder and director. I started Hackveda in 2011. And before that, I was working with my father, Mr. Vijay Kumar. Currently, he's taking care of the finance part. Then I have my co-founder, Neha Avasti, she's my wife as well. And she might be dealing with you in many of your internships, meetings. She will be guiding how you're going to build industry level products. She has her experience working large e-commerce businesses, and she has been a part of various large known e-commerce names. So he has 5+ years of industry experience. She built products on Django, strong e-commerce products with a lot of modules. So she might be interacting with you. Then one of my co-founder who looks for international operations, Sumit Dhama. So he is a senior of mine when I was in college, followed by he has gone to American Express. We worked on credit card fraud detection with American Express. And then he went to Amazon. Currently, he works for Amazon as well. And he's a co-founder with Hackveda Limited. So we are the key 4 people, and there are n number of people, those who are working with us in order to, who are working in the mission in order to solve research, development, and hiring problems. Now, and you guys are the new team members who we are having in, we are going to have discussions, and together we are going to make a lot of, simple prototype products initially, and then you guys are going to gain experience of large scale products, how they are used and how they are built. Now, so what is the market analysis of Hackveda? So with respect to the competition, okay, we have, this is the competition, and you can see under the training segment, there are a number of people, those who are currently providing trainings. So we are a small contributor in the training, professional training segments, since it's a very large market and there are very big players like Upgrad for PG professional education. Since training is not a product which we are currently offering, hence we have a very small market share in the training. But the content which we are providing is very relevant, which is the actual projects which are being used in the industry. Then we have a little higher percentage of market share when it comes to exams. So we are an authorized Pearson View test center, which gives us an authentication. With Pearson, we get around 3,000 clients to work on. Pearson provides assessment tests in objective manner, and we provide text analysis based examination and interview conducting, tools and products to various companies, to various clients under the exams and assessments section. Then we have a little upper edge on research, where Hackveda has a high market share, on research, where we are working on machine learning, deep learning research, and I'm going to let you know how we are doing it and how you guys are going to contribute to us. Then coming to software development, majorly a lot of defense-based products, and the clients which we are dealing, we are the 100% shareholder of those products with respect to our clients for which we are working, and we have a upper edge on software development as well. We are executing big projects, high value projects. And the DRDO, you can consider the products which we are building for DRDOs is a monopoly. Nobody else is providing it. And the product value ranges up to crores as well. There are various products which we are currently building, which value crores. So we will be discussing on those points also. We will be letting you know those products, how they are built, and how they are used. So we are going to have those discussions. Now coming to the next part, the customer profile. So we have, these are the kinds of customers which Hackveda deals currently. So DRDO, one of the top customer we have. For them, we build defense projects. Then we have various healthcare clients where we cater doctors, sports professionals, sports coach, and dietitians. We have built certain products for these categories also. Finance also, we are doing algorithmic trading. We are making exchanges. Cryptocurrency exchange has been built for La Token. La Token was a client for which we built a cryptocurrency exchange. So we are working in that segment also. We have PhD scholars, those who are our clients. For them, we build research products and services. And we are also associated with a lot of industry and institutions for assessments, for hiring, for building the pipeline. So this is the customer profile for which Hackveda works. Moving on to next. So with respect to the plans, what we are having. So we have a number of new products which are in queue, which needs to be developed. So we need good teams to work with us on new product development. We are hiring a lot of UI designers who can create application mockups for us. Full stack web developer people, we are generally seeking so that they can build different application mockups for us, which can be presented to the clients, and then we can build those products for the clients. So we are too much hiring for application mockups, and then the workforce, having and adding new workforce month by month, and every 15 days we are having a new, we add some more people to the group so that we all can work together. So this is the aim for which we currently are working. So reaching out to us, you already have the contact information, I believe. Hackveda Limited, you can reach out to us on both of these numbers, and you can write us an email also whenever there is any query or anything at admin@hackveda.in. And the current website with respect to education we are having is hackveda.in. So this is the information which I believe has been shared with you. Now, so currently we are located at 3 offices. Initially, we started at Sector 9, Delhi. Then we moved out to Sector 18. We also have an office at Noida. Then we have an office at Canada. These are the segments which I have already discussed with you: workforce development, software development, research, AWS consultants, IoT development. And the profile also has been shared with many of you via emails, so you can quickly read that so as to identify the right fit. And here is a little information about me, how I started. So I hold a decade of experience working on various business segments. When I started my career, so Intel software security on biosystems was the first thing which was pretty valuable for me, which I did. And I thought of that was the turning point for me to work out in the cybersecurity segment. Then I have been associated with DEF CON USA. It is a hacking community. I'm associated more than a decade with DEF CON. I'm leading various DEF CON groups on cybersecurity as well. I have also experienced working with IBM Developer Works. It is an open source platform where people contribute on various projects, and I have worked with them on embedded devices, formal security verification. So that was the project I have done. I have also trained a lot of people like scientists from DRDOs on cybersecurity, on reverse engineering, to find out malwares. So we have done a lot of things because defense is majorly concerned with the security. DRDOs, they work on the lab with I work, which is Scientific Analysis Group. They are majorly interested for cybersecurity on embedded boards and the mobile phones defense people are using. So a lot of projects are in queue in this segment. Also, I have worked with Ministry of Home Affairs as well. And I have literally spoken at more than 200 conferences in India and abroad. And I have conducted a lot of technical programs also for people, and on various technologies like Android, full stack, machine learning, cloud. So we have done a lot of things in that segment as well. We have our interest towards conducting hackathons also. I have been associated with Smart India Hackathon from quite some time. I'm associated with American Express as well. We have that culture of, hacking into things. And hackathon is one such thing which we are very, very interested to organize. And we are also planning to have an internal hackathon with the new interns. Sometime as soon as you guys are done with your probation, we'll be having that. So the key highlights of my journey was I worked in cybersecurity initially, followed by I started working on Internet of Things. That came as a part of my work with VMDD technologies. Then I started working on machine learning, deep learning, which was a technology solving a lot of problems. I was able to identify a lot of problems with these technologies. Neural networks was a part, always it's a part in our research segment, the cybersecurity segment, the product which we are currently building. And one of my intern is going to give you the presentation on that as well. Then I am working on operating systems from quite some time. I have worked on cloud. I have worked on reverse engineering, and now current roles are leadership and management, which I'm currently doing, as well as customer engagement, customer experience. So all of these things we are currently doing. Just give me a minute. I think the screen was not shared here. So this is my profile, and this also has been shared with people on their email. And these are some of my certifications and credentials. So I have worked with DEF CON. I'm a member of Voice over Internet Protocol Security Alliance. Also, I am a Hurricane Electric certified IPv6 Sage. So when IPv6 came in, I was working on it and I became a Sage level, a certified person on IPv6. Then I have worked with Rackspace. I'm a Rackspace certified cloud developer also. I'm associated with Center for Internet Security as well. I'm a certified security expert with them. I have worked on Android application development with IBM Developer Works. There were certain projects, they were testing Odroid, Arduino, Odroid Android-based boards. So I was a part of that project of formal verification. I'm a certified member with IEEE Advanced Technology for Humanity. I'm also associated with some other groups and committees, which is software and systems engineering, test technology, business informatics, security and privacy, computer architecture. So these are some of the committees with which I'm currently associated. I'm actively working on them. So guys, this was a quick introduction of Hackveda, and I'm going to be the lead mentor for you guys during this internship. We will be having common meetings regularly from Tuesday to Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And now I want my interns to give you a quick presentation. And before that, I would like to have a quick photograph with everyone. So guys, can you please turn your cams on for a minute? Please turn your cams on. We'll have a group photograph, and then we will reach out to our interns interaction. So out of hundreds of interns, so guys, out of hundreds of interns, we have shortlisted around 10 interns, those who will be speaking with you, so that you will get an idea about what kind of projects they are currently working on and what kind of projects you will be working on. Okay. So everybody, please turn their cams on so that we can have a quick picture. Okay, so we have a full house. I think there would be many people, those who are currently waiting in the waiting room as well. So sometimes the next time we'll be having more interns. We have around 200 interns shortlisted for 16th of January. We all will be working together in different groups and teams. And tentatively, there are 8 groups, 8 to 10 groups are there with which we guys will be working. So we are ready for the photograph. I need everybody to say cheese. Say cheese, guys. Say cheese. Okay, cool. So I got the picture. And thank you so much for being a sport. So guys, let's start the interactions. I would want to have a quick interaction initially with my shortlisted interns, those who will be giving a quick presentation, and they'll give you a quick overview about what are they doing at the moment. Okay. Followed by, we will be having one-by-one interaction. And as you guys can see, we are 100 as of now here, and there are 100 more waiting. So we will be having one-by-one interaction, and it might take this week, to have a one-by-one interaction. So I want everybody to be available during these meetings so that you will get to know each other. Okay. Because somehow you guys have to work together. You need to have coordination. Even you are remote at the moment, you might not be physically available with each other, but a good coordination is required. So as you guys will have a face-to-face interaction with each other, the coordination will improve, and we are going to do wonders together, okay, for the coming 6 months. Now, I'll move to, let me check if we have Yash Chandropadhyay. Guys, I have shortlisted 10 names. Today, please raise their hands. Those who are ready for the presentations. Yash Chandropadhyay. Then I'll be having, let me just quickly call the names. Ankit. And please turn your cams on, guys. Those who are going to take the presentations today. So raise your hands and turn your cams on. And let me also quickly check the names who are shortlisted for presentations today. We have it on common board, I think. Let me see. Okay. So guys, the names which I have shortlisted is Yash, you're here. Amin, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yash, please raise your hand. Amin, please raise your hands. Okay, Amin is here. Great. Do we have Aditya Kunur? Aditya Kunur, are you here?
Yes, sir.
That's great. Saurabh Singh. Do we have Saurabh Singh from Full Stack?
I do, sir.
Great, great. Please raise your hands. Coming to, do we have Akash Lamba from Full Stack?
Yes, sir, present.
Akash Lamba, are you here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, cool. Please raise your hands also so that I'll call your names in sequence.
Sure.
Coming to, do we have Abhay Shaw, DevOps? Please raise your hands, Abhay Shaw, if you're here. Aditya Mathur, Android, are you here? Please raise your hands. Then I'm coming to Ankit Raj. Ankit is already here. Ankush Sharma. Ankush, are you here? Please raise your hands. And finally, I'm coming to Mayank Malhotra for digital marketing. Mayank, are you here? Please raise your hands. That's great. Okay, so guys, I'm going to start with Yash Chandropadhyay. And before he starts, I would like to give a quick introduction about him. So Yash has been working with us from a couple of months now. He's a paid intern with us who's working on TM Heart application. Also, he's a team leader of Full Stack Web Developer Interns Group. So he's working on TM Heart project, as well as he is a direct point of contact for Full Stack Web Development team. His performance was quite amazing during my experience, and I must say he is one of the best interns I have as of now on the platform. So over to you, Yash.
Yes, hello, good evening, everyone. So I hope I'm audible to everyone because there is some network issue from my side. So if I if my voice is not audible, then please let me know. So my name is Yash Chandra Upadhyay, and I am the intern for the Hackveda Limited for the full stack web development team. I have been working with for the last 3 months. So I am currently the team leader for the full stack web development team. So many of you will be working under me or working alongside me from the tomorrow onwards. So I hope that we will be having a great time together. So currently I am working for the TM Heart project. So I would like to share my screen and show you the. Sir, can you enable for the screen sharing? Hello, sir.
So your mic is disabled, sir.
Sorry. Yash, can you show TM Heart mobile app first, the video? Then we can discuss the backend.
I will try to show it.
Yeah. So there is a video, I think, on the card. So you can show that so that it becomes a quick, it will be understandable to people. What are we discussing?
Okay, sir. So I hope my screen is visible. So I have worked on for my probation period. I worked for the doctor's appointment, and this is one of the design that I created for the doctor's appointment. So I hope you are able to see this. So this is one of the design that I created for the doctor's appointment. This is the simple design that I created for the created in the Figma, and I can't show you the deployment because I have taken down the deployment. But tomorrow, when you will join the full stack web developer team meeting, so I will be team leader. So I will show you tomorrow. And the other thing that I have worked on is related to the web services testing. So I have tested the web services in the Postman for my second task, and for the third task, I am working on currently the TM Heart prototype. So this is the demo video for the TM Heart. So in this, you can see that we have a mobile application for the TM Heart, where sir is explaining how this mobile application is working. So if you can see that in the wait, let me full screen it. Yes, so you can see that in this TM Heart mobile application, we have the person's image and the status, and they have option to pick a goal, where they can pick a goal and then start their activity. That is the session of their or the running session, and the data will be showed. That is the heart rate data and the weight data. This is one of the important reason why we are using this application to measure the heart rate of a user and measure the weight. So one of the main reason why someone will use our application is to measure their heart rate, to monitor their activities, and someone who would like to control on their weight. Then this is also one of the use cases for the TM Heart. So for the activity session, I will just
Yeah. Yes, I want to I want to add on something on this. Can I?
yes, sure.
So guys, let me just give you a quick brief of this application. What are we doing in Team Heart? Yes, can you just pause it for a moment?
Yes, I have paused it. Yes, sir, I have paused it.
Right. And I need you to go a little back, or you can in fact move out a little forward, where I am running as well as it is recording the data. This is fine. This is fine. Just make it full screen. Okay, so guys, I'll let you know what are we having here. So TM Heart, what it does, it evaluates performance of your heart while you are doing an activity. So this application is given to a sports coach, and he provides this application to his players. So what these athletes do whenever they run, okay, or if we talk in general, all of us have heart and it beats, okay. Now, what should be the maximum heart rate of a person? That is somewhere decided with the equation 220 minus age of your body. This should be your maximum heart rate, okay. But we have identified that age is just a number, okay, and your numerical age and your biological age is altogether very different. Depending on your food habits, it might be a possibility that chronologically you might be 30 years of age, but biologically you might be 50 years of age. It is a possibility. And as of now, you guys have seen there are a lot of cases like, a person was 25 or 30 years of age and he got over, he's dead. And somehow he got heart attack and things like this. Now, food plays a major role in this particular segment, but before we give a diet to a person and we improve his heart health, we have to give him an application so that it can evaluate the actual health status of a person. Now, in the screen, as you can see, the color of the watch of the athlete is changing. It is changing in 3-4 different colors. There is a red color, which is very high. You stop exercising because heart rate has crossed the maximum limit, okay. So it is a signal that while an activity, if your heart rate is crossing the maximum limit, you should stop. Otherwise, you might get problems with your heart, okay. So an athlete gets to know when his heart rate is crossing the maximum limit, he stops. Whenever it comes back to a normal range, as soon as the color of the watch becomes pink, which means it is now in the normal range and he can start exercising again. A lot of times what happens whenever, say, you are running, it might be a possibility that you should run with a specific speed, but you are running slow, okay. So the application, what it does, it also tells you whenever your heart rate is below the range. If you are doing an activity, we have on the basis of research, we have identified that there are certain ranges of heart rate as per different activities or as per different goals. So we are trying to do that here. So we are giving a user what is the heart rate during his activity. And when he stops his activity, we are calculating its recovery time, in what duration the heart is going to become normal, okay. So generally, in medical terms, we identify heart health with recovery rate, okay. What is recovery rate? So whenever a person stops an activity, in 1 minute, what is the heart drop rate? As in, if it was 180 beats per second or so, or 180 beats per minute or so, and when the person stopped, so within 1 minute, what is the drop rate, okay. So if it is, there are certain ranges like heart rate is excellent, heart rate is abnormal, heart rate is normal, like that. So we try to evaluate those points, okay. The drop rate in 1 minute, the drop rate in 2 minutes, and then we try to identify total recovery time in which the heart dropped to normal. And depending on this drop rate, we try to give him a fitness score, that how fit your health is or how fit your heart is, okay. So this is a kind of application which the Android team has built, and the data is collected live during activity on a web server. And Yash Chandra Upadhyay is making data visualizations at the backend part, okay, where he will be plotting graphs on the basis of so that the doctor can visualize the heart health of a patient, as well as every individual patient can also identify his heart health depending on the activities which he has done, and a comparative report since he started using the app up to the date. So that is what is being done in this project. So this is a TM Heart application, which is being built and used by sports people. So it has a lot of things like it is connected with Bluetooth. Okay. So Android people has a lot of things to do in this. Then iOS people can also do a lot of things in this. Then we have full stack UI designers also working on the project. We have a backend facility for it. So database people, cloud people, all together a team works on this project. Okay. So as soon as you guys will reach out to your probation, you guys will get to work on the projects like this. This is one such project, which we will be sharing the codes with you. And in fact, you can present this application at your college as well. So while you will be going back to your college and you might be having your internship presentation, you can show applications like this, okay? Or the application with respect to your internship selection, okay? Yes, over to you, man.
Yes, so sir has really given you a good explanation. So this is like a TM Heart mobile application. So as sir said that I'm currently working on the TM Heart server side. So I currently, most of the projects that I work are currently in the backend. So what I do is I basically prototype the project. I basically create a team and work with my team and then make sure how the application will work, how to create the web services. So this is just a prototype for the TM Heart project. This is currently in the very early phase of the development. So I have created a prototype. I need to discuss with the sir on these prototypes, and then we will work with the backend part and the database part. So these are some of the projects that I'm working on, and most of the things that I do are mostly conducting the meetings. So you will be working alongside me, some of you, and some of my team members who are working on the TM Heart project is mainly Sai Murari, who is I believe not in the meeting, or maybe he's in the meeting. So, and the other people that I'm currently working on are the project leader for the TM Blood, that is Saurabh Singh and Akash Lamba. And that is it from my side, sir.
Sir, your mic is off.
Okay, so guys, this is about the full stack part, which one of the team is working on a project. Coming to the next presentation, I'm coming to cybersecurity. Ankit.
Thank you, sir. So hello, everyone. I am Ankit Raj, an intern at Hackveda, and today I'll be giving you a demonstration on the topic of software cracking. So, sir, kindly allow me to share the screen.
Yeah, please, you can share.
So the first and foremost objective of our demonstration will be what is software cracking, or why software cracking is done. Then we will move on to the demonstration part, that how this whole process of software cracking is done. And then we will see the contribution of software cracking on people's life. And finally, we will move on to the final part of this demonstration, which is impacts of using cracked softwares. So let me start with the objective of presentation. So let me start you by telling what is software cracking. So software cracking is a process to bypass the limitations of software and manipulating the software codes in such a way it was not intended to work as. Or we can simply say software cracking is the modification of software to remove or disable features, especially the copy protection features, including protection against the manipulation of software, serial number, and the hardware key. So why software cracking? So the question is, why software cracking? Let me tell you, at some point of time in your life, you may have encountered that you need a software that actually needs to be purchased, to be used as an end user. But you don't want to spend a penny to buy it. But you also know that there are no other software better than this. So the point is, what you'll do at zero cost? So the answer is software cracking. You can either crack software by yourself, or you can download the cracked version of that particular software. So now we will see the demonstration that how it can be done. So the first in the demonstration, we will see computer architecture and working of CPU and memory subsystem together. So I'm going to give you a brief idea about computer architecture and memory subsystem that would be relevant in order to understand the process of software cracking. So as per the diagram, you can see a CPU alongside with memory unit, input unit, and output unit. The CPU is further divided into some sections, that is control unit and arithmetic logic unit. As you can see in the diagram, the control unit controls everything from the ALU to memory subsystem and IO devices. So whenever some program is executed from the secondary memory, it gets loaded into the primary memory after the CPU fetches the instruction from primary memory to execute them. But while the execution, some intermediary results are generated that needs to be stored somewhere. That's where registers come into play. Now, from the above diagram, we can see the organization of CPU subsystem alongside with the memory subsystem. CPU subsystem consists of registers and cache memories. As told, registers hold the and provide the CPU with intermediate results that gets generated while execution of the instruction. But the cache memory holds those results of those instructions that are completely executed. So we can say that registers hold the raw data while the cache holds the process data that feeds the CPU if needed for faster access. So below is the diagram. You can refer for a more realistic view of multi-level memory. So moving on to the next point, we have various x86 registers. So there are various types of registers, each with different purpose of work, such as GPP, which is also known as general purpose register, accumulator register, which sits between AU and LU and holds their intermediate results. While some other registers, such as program counter register, instruction register, have some other purposes. But the most relevant register in scope with our demonstration are stack pointer register and base pointer register, which you can see here. So let me briefly tell you that whatever program is loaded into the CPU for execution, the stack pointer register will hold the highest most address of the loaded program. That means the stack pointer register points to whatever address is at the top of the stack of the loaded program, while the base pointer register points to the previous frame's base pointer. Usually base pointer is set to stack pointer at the start of the function. So moving on to the tools and requirements section, we can see what we need. So we need a software which needs to be cracked. In our case, we will be using an open source software, which is CrackMe. Second, a disassembler tool, such as Ollie Debugger, which is a 32-bit disassembler tool. Then we need to have some foundational knowledge on working of CPU and computer architecture, which that's why I told you about computer architecture. And then we need to have knowledge on x86 assembly languages. So let's continue with the procedure. So initially, we will open the Ollie Debugger. In this tool, we can see various sections. As from the picture, we can see the first section is of processor section. The second section is of over here, register section. The third section is of RAM. And the fourth section is of secondary storage. Now, to crack a software, what we need to first check the software for error messages. Then we need to take note of those error messages that we need to bypass. In our case, we have encountered these two error messages. So then we will open the software which we are going to crack in Ollie Debugger. In our case, we have CrackMe software. So then as soon as we open the software in Ollie Debugger, we can see all the disassembly codes that the processor will execute line by line in the processor section of Ollie Debugger. Now to crack the software, first we will have to find the referenced text string which gives the error message. So we can search for all the reference text strings by having a right click and browsing the section, the search for section. After finding the reference text string that we need to bypass, we will have to double click onto it, which will redirect us to the offset value and the disassembly code in the processor section. After finding a message, we will have to look for some sort of comparison that will be going on before the error message. here we can see we have CMP in the assembly code, in the disassembly code actually, which is used for comparison. So what the assembly code means is that if the comparison result evaluates to true, then only execute the next line and jump to the offset value instructed in the next line. Otherwise, if the comparison results evaluates to false, then go ahead and print the error message. So what we will do is that we will modify the assembly instruction just below the CMP instruction in the disassembly disassembly code, says JA to JMP. And what this will do is that it will always jump to that particular offset value regardless of whatever the comparison result is, whether it is true or false. So again, we will follow the same steps for the second error message that we got over here. So now, then we will assemble the newly modified instruction into an executable file. And after assembling everything, we will check if the newly built executable is working with our modifications or not. And here we can see it is working perfectly. And that's it. We have successfully cracked the CrackMe software. So now we will see the contribution and impact of software. Yes, sir.
Go on. Sorry. I thought it is over.
Oh, okay. So now we will see the contribution and impact of software cracking on people's life. So till now, obviously, we can see software cracking can sometimes be very beneficial to us, as with the help of it, we can use any paid software for free. And yeah, people always like freebies. So how many of you are using Windows? Kindly raise your hands. No one? Okay, fine. So let's move on. So, okay, one people. Okay, so let's move on. So nowadays, Windows come pre-installed with our modern computers. But do you remember that time when we used to buy cracked copy of Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows XP, Windows 8, etc. from the market for very cheap, and used that copy to share that copy to our friends? So technically using the same Windows copy on multiple systems, and that is only possible with the help of software cracking. So can you now think how much life has been impacted through software cracking? Every home that has used to have a computer was running some sort of cracked version of softwares, ultimately impacting our daily lives. With the help of software cracking, now people don't have to worry about their paid versions, and they can do their daily task tension-free. And in fact, nowadays, cracked softwares also contain some sort of modification which ultimately ease our task than the original one. So that's it from my side. I thank you all for listening.
Thank you, Ankit. It was very informational and beautifully explained. Thank you so much. It might be a little tough for people at the moment, but we assure you, as soon as you will be working on cybersecurity, the cybersecurity people, you will get to know the fundamental stuff initially. You will be going through fundamentals step by step, and eventually you will be reaching out to the stage where you will be confidently explaining complex topics like software cracking to your, to the recruiters, as well as to your college presentations, whatever your end goal is. Now,
do I need to show it live?
No, we can do it in the cybersecurity or during the Scrum presentation. For now, it was best.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ankit. I'm reaching out to Amin. So let me introduce Amin also. Amin is a data engineers group intern, and Amin is also a paid intern with us. He is working quite some time, I think 4 months, maybe. Amin, how much time is done?
6 months, sir. 6 months as of now. Yeah.
So Amin is working with us from 6 months, and he also started from the foundational level. I think you initially started with house price prediction, right? The first project. And after that, I think by now he has developed around 4 projects. I think 4 to 5, I think you have done, right?
Currently, I'm working on 4th. Yeah.
Currently, you're working on 4th. So he has done projects on, making machine learning models, integrating it with web interfaces, deploying web solutions with machine learning integrated on cloud. Then he worked on data analysis tools like Data IKU. He has also worked on, I think, future location prediction, which is a tool for location intelligence, which many of these, Swiggy, Zomato, these kind of companies are using location intelligence. So it was a relevant product for future location prediction, where the user is going to be with respect to his previous data and previous routes. Followed by, he worked on, I think, big data log analysis. You are currently working. Before that, you have worked on one research project also, I think.
Yeah, DDoS attack detection.
Distributed denial of services, attack and mitigation. So he has done a machine learning research for DDoS, and the paper is also published. And so he worked under the research segment, and currently he is also working with one PhD scholar for his research on big data log analysis. So he's currently working on it. Over to you, Amin. Please give a quick, thank you.
So thank you, sir. So hello guys, good evening. I hope you guys are doing well. And I'm Amin, and data engineering intern at Hackveda. So I've been an intern at Hackveda for like 6 months. Back when I joined, I had like little to no idea on how stuff worked at like entrepreneurial levels. So during this journey, I have learned a lot of things which college doesn't teach you. And yeah, I hope you guys too learn these stuff and learn a lot during this internship period, and also have some fun time too. So keeping it short, I would like to talk about the projects I've worked upon. Up until now, I've worked on like 4 projects, starting with house price prediction system, like house I explained. Suppose you want to resell your house, or like suppose you want to buy a house at an unknown place, and you don't know the price to resell it or like to purchase it on, and you don't want to get due. So this is a website which is based on a machine learning project. So what you have to do is you just enter the details of the house, like how much area it is, how many bedrooms and bathrooms there are, does it have an AC, and like how many garage places there are. And it will tell you the reasonable price in which you can resell the house, or like you can ask for the seller to sell you on it. Then the second project was future location prediction system, in which you find the future location of a vehicle, suppose you just have to give the time, and then it will tell you the probable coordinates, latitude and longitude on which the vehicle will be. And then coming to the third project, it was a research project. It was named as DDoS attack detection and mitigation. I hope you guys know about DDoS attacks. It's a short term for distributed denial of service, and it's mostly targeted on remote web servers. So in this research thing, what we did is we analyzed different machine learning models, like linear regression to artificial neural networks. And then we found out which model predicted the best, whether an incoming traffic packet is an attack packet or a normal packet. Like it's from a user who is innocent, or like it's from an attacker. Then for the attack packets, they just blocked them and they didn't let them access the website. So there was a research done on this, and we published a thesis for this. And then the next project, the one me and one of my teammate Aditya Kunur is working on, is big data log analysis. I hope you guys are familiar with log files. So log files are system files which process has started, when it started, who started it, what program requested what kind of data and all. And in this log files, what we analyze it, and we find the error messages, error logs, and then we make a machine learning, what we do is we try to make a code, or like we try to make a script which automatically detects these error messages and sends it to the programmers, telling them like this is an error message in this particular program. You can solve it by this and this method. So it's currently been working on, and we are doing research on it. Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys also work nicely. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Amin. So guys, Amin works in the data engineers group, and he's a team leader for data engineers group also. So people who will be working in machine learning, deep learning segment, they will be working with Amin in order to get the projects done. And there are many more interns working on the data science and machine learning segment. So with the team, first initially you have to build up your foundation level. We will be sharing materials with you after an interaction session with you personally, one by one, and then you will be able to work out on these projects. Now, I'm moving to Akash Lamba.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, man. So I think Akash and Saurabh can both, you can do one by one. So Saurabh, you can also turn your cam on.
Yes,
Let me
sir.
introduce both of them with you guys, Saurabh and Akash. Saurabh and Akash joined us, I think, in December.
Yeah, 16.
16th of December, I believe,
Yeah.
or 1st of December, maybe.
No,
So
16th.
this is
16th December.
16th of December. So this is their first month of internship, and I had a very great experience with these interns. So I'll tell you what. So they started full stack fundamentals first. They implemented the fundamental prototypes using Figma, and then they deployed backend code. They have written web services. Then they deployed it on 000 web host, and in a very shorter duration. So their deadline, they always complete their projects within the deadlines. So this time I have given them some tight deadlines with a advanced complex project, which is TM blood project, which they are understanding and replicating at the moment. So rest, they will be explaining you about their experience. But with respect to my experience, I'll tell you. So within 1 month. So today is their first month of completion. Okay. As well as they might have their exams also. So irrespective of the exams, they have completed their task on their self-will. And within 15-20 days, they completed their fundamentals. They completed their fundamental project. They are assigned a client project to work on. And they are working as project leaders at the moment on a client project, which is an AI-based TM blood project. So this is the experience which I had with them. And it's marvelous and much appreciable. And I want people to see, to seek, not from the mentors. See, we are experienced people. We had decades of experience working on those projects. So a new intern might think, okay, within 10 years, we can also learn that stuff. That is fine. But the kind of stuff which I am doing, today's talent is doing that within months, being in college. So that is what is very appreciating, and I want other people to follow the fellow interns. That's where I want the interns to interact with you and work out in teams and motivate each other and build some great stuff. So over to Akash and Saurabh.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Saurabh, you
Uh,
can speak.
Go on,
We'll
Akash.
start with Akash in sequence, not an issue.
Okay. Okay. So a very warm welcome to everyone who has been here joining us together. So right now I've been in this internship from past 1 month, and at the time of joining, I didn't know anything about full stack or anything. I just wanted to experience what is there in the full stack. I've always heard there's back end, front end. These words are being thrown away at me, and I don't understand anything. So when I contacted the sir and everyone in the internship, they taught me very well. And at the same time, the culture here is very much to push everyone forward instead of, so at the school time, we used to think that our problems are very big, and one problem used to seem very big. But in Hackveda, the problems might be very big, but the solutions are there, and the people are there to mentor you through them. Even if, and you get used to, so the problems won't get easy, but you will get used to the hard problems, and then you'll start to use your own and get into things. I'll not take your guys' time. So I've implemented 2 sites. So we had projects to do doctor's appointment page. And what we had to do was one through web hosting services and another through cloud hosting services. So the web hosting service, for the web hosting service, you have to push through some data, which has been made in SQL. So the data has been labeled out like this, and the data is also there. So you have to push data in it. And this is the data that I got from some other site. And through web hosting, I can make a domain and I can just make a site, and the front end part is for creators. Yes, sir.
Are you sharing the screen? Because it is not shared in case if you're.
Oh,
So can
okay.
I share the screen? Can I share the screen?
Yeah.
Since Akash is the only one speaking here, so
Yeah,
do me the
sorry.
honor of sharing
Go
the
ahead,
screen.
yeah.
Sure, sure, you can share.
I was meaning to share, but I didn't.
Just a second. Oh, okay. Is it visible? Hello?
Yeah, it's
Is it
visible, sir.
visible? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we did was first we designed the whole entire thing on Figma. That is a free tool to design. And then we wrote backend part, and then we connected them, and we hosted it on web host service, webhost00.com, which is a free site to host. And this is what my site looks like. It's a doctor's appointment page where you can write your location, basically where you can write your location, your appointment date, and enter the specialist you want. Here I have categorized four specialists for now, like general, pediatric, dentist, and ENT specialist. So if I write a location like Mumbai, let's say I'm in Mumbai and I want there's some date weight, and if I want like general, let's say general specialist, and when I type search, it should show me two doctors, that there are two doctors available in my location. And similar, all the projects we guys did was at this moment, this is what we have made. Second project which we deployed was just to deploy this site on AWS web service. So basically this is the IP address for that. And over to you, Akash.
So there are two hosting services, as we guys know. So web hosting services and cloud services. So Saurabh has made both of those services. You have used both of those services to deploy a site. And these are the two projects that we had been assigned for. And the third project that we are working on right now, we are trying to replicate the TM blood project. So it is just a number of reports that a patient gets throughout his life, that whenever he goes to an hospital or for any checkup. And through these reports, we get different variables and the ranges. And we have to look at the past reports, and we compare those studies, comparing it to the present reports that the patient gets. And it is regarding the heart ranges and all. So the sir has explained it to you in the starting of this presentation. It's the same thing that we are trying to replicate. That's all from our side, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Akash and Saurabh. And
Thank you.
so guys, this is the project they have done so far. This is the first fundamental project which mostly full stack developer people has to complete. So there is a 16 videos playlist in the full stack segment. And mostly in every category of internship, we have a playlist where we have around 10 to 12 videos where we cover fundamentals as well as a couple of projects, prototype small level projects, so that you get an idea about how to integrate all the concepts or all the fundamentals which you learned in form of a product. So once you guys are done with the fundamental level, in the second level, what we tell you, we give you an existing project. So suppose there is a project X which we have done for a client. We do have the source codes, we do have a deployment ready, and it is currently used by the client with the live data, okay, with respect to the customers. So we share that project with our team so that they can learn how it was created earlier. And mostly we have the video records also of the development phase, how the teams have developed it, and the meetings are always recorded. So you get to have those meetings with the clients as well as meeting with the developers. So you can review it and you can build the product. So once you are done by recreating a client project, we we feel that okay, now you are able to work out on the next project which does not exist. So in that case, we will provide you next projects like the client projects. so that you can work with us and you can work on new product development. So this is a general strategy which we follow in all of the categories of internship, be it machine learning, cybersecurity, DevOps, embedded, cloud, okay, all of those, mobile development. So whatever categories we have. So this is how things are being organized at the moment. Also, we have next, I want Aditya Kunur for a moment to explain what he has done so far. Aditya Kunur works with Amin on, he's currently working on text analysis project. So Aditya, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Aditya, please go on. And one thing I want to tell about Aditya Kunur. So see, all of the interns which we have are pretty decent and, pretty professional. But out of everyone, I would like to appreciate Aditya Kunur. He has a unique talent of reporting things in a very nice manner. Okay. So what did he do? He does things, and I have seen a very nice habit in him, the art of listening. He listens to what you say, and then he tries to improve it without any second thought. So he improves it, and so I can say he is very agile. I have seen a lot of interns, and out of them, I feel Aditya Kunur is one of the best interns who is very open to learning, who has this habit of agility. And I really believe he can build customer satisfactory products in future, as well as he reports in a very nice manner. So whenever he is done with a task, he will report you in a very detailed manner that I attempted this was the error I encountered, this is the solution of the error which I found out, then this is the final implementation I have done, this is a video recording for it, you can review that, this is the documentation, you can review it, the source codes are available here. So it's a very decent manner of reporting. So I must say all the fellow interns must be learning this reporting and agility skills with Aditya. It will be very helpful for your corporate experience. Over to you, Aditya.
Thank you, sir. Basically, I'd like to introduce myself first. I am Aditya Kunur. I am from Maharashtra. I am currently studying my BTech degree in computer science in Shivaji University, Kolhapur. First of all, Amin has already explained all the basic projects like house price prediction, future location prediction, and everything. I'd like to explain the project I'm working right now. I wasn't able to prepare like a presentation because I had my exams and I had some shortage of time, but I'd like to explain it. We are basically working on a text-based, word-based data analyzation. We are basically working on a term-based data set, that is logs which computer prepares. It contains all the errors and messages like bugs and mistakes that have been found. We need to classify them and tell like which are actual errors which needs to be worked on right now, and which are just normal messages. Yeah, it uses artificial neural network for right now. We have implemented it already, and we are supposed to start preparing research papers on it. That's it on the big data log analysis project. I'd also like to give more emphasis on the internship part right now to explain all the interns here. Sir has built a very systematic office-like structure online. We need to take this opportunity and learn what we can, and attend like all the meetings and update progress constantly. That is the reason we take all these meetings daily. There is a Trello board. We need to there are cards, various cards on it. We need to upgrade progress and what you have done on it daily basis. You also mark your attendance on there. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya. So guys, this was Aditya from Data Engineers Group, and he's working with Amin on certain projects. Finally, one last presentation with Mayank Malhotra on digital marketing we're having. Mayank, are you here?
Yes, sir.
And
Yeah.
is your internet fine? Because
Yes, sir.
it seems,
Yeah.
it seems dropping off, the packets are dropping. So in that case, you can, after your introduction, you can mute your mic. And in case if the voice is fine, we'll continue the presentation. Otherwise, I'll, notify you to pause
Sure,
it.
sir, yeah.
Okay? Thank you. Please go on, Mayank.
Myself Mayank, I'm from Bangalore. I'm studying B currently. So I will be explaining about digital marketing. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yeah, visible.
So what basically is digital marketing? It's a type of online marketing. You have seen various ads such as such as various ads such as Airtel, different kinds of ads from which you can buy the product. So there are different strategies. There are different strategies in digital marketing. First step would be I'll be explaining about the telecommunication industry. So taking the step one, we will categorize you should categorize your product based on there are various products online available, and you would not know if your product is already present or not. So there's a website that is industry classification benchmark. It classifies the product based on your product details. If I click this link, yeah. So this is a PDF here. It's available on ftrussell.com. This is basically a PDF which categorizes your document, which categorizes your product. There are various categories for your product which can be classified into like various industry in that sectors, subsectors, and various other departments. So basically, you first need to categorize your product on which industry it belongs, and depending on that, you can classify it into subsector and different sectors. Moving on to the next, then you should compare the top 10, top 100 top leaders in the industry in which your product belongs to. Like if for the telecommunication industry, I have Bharti Airtel at the top. After Jio came, like all others like BSNL, Vodafone, and India got collaborated. Airtel, other telecommunication things you might not be able to see, expect Bharti Airtel and Jio. Moving on to the next, for digital marketing, you should identify your core customer desires. They are classified into 3 categories: wealth, health, and relationship. The product which you're delivering should be wealthy, like they should be provided cashbacks, lucky draws, etc. Or health, it should improve the health of the customer. It should also increase the relationship between the customers and the product. A customer will buy your product if it satisfies only these 3 conditions. Like for example, for Airtel, it will provide you 10% cashback if you do a recharge now. Can plan your strategies according to that for the digital marketing. Now the customer will buy your product if either 2 strategies. The first strategy is moving away from the pain or moving towards the pleasure. If your product provides moving away from them, then he'll definitely buy your product, and moving towards the pleasure. The next step would be what questions are they asking to move away from the pen or towards the pleasure. You can do this by Googling at various websites such as Quora.com. And so we have built a Google. One second, just a second. I'll show it. So we have built a Google using a Google API. We have built a product which classifies the various questions asked by the customers. Suppose if I run this code, I should enter what the anything like such as Airtel issues. It'll provide me a PDF in which all the questions will be mentioned. Yeah, see, you can see how to get free data from WWF with the use of Airtel SIM. These are all other list of questions that are asked by the customers on various websites. Yeah.
Okay, Mayank. It's fine. Thank you for the information. So let me just move out to the next step. Thank you for the discussion. Yeah. So guys, now we are moving on to the next part. So here we had, now you get to know about Hackveda Limited, what it does. And you got to have an interaction with a couple of interns also. We tried to keep it short because our scrub meeting timings are from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. from Tuesday to Friday. Mostly we conduct all the meetings between Tuesday to Friday, and we have a Trello board. Okay, let me just share that information with you guys. So now what would be the next step? The next step would be, we will be having a one-by-one interaction with every intern. Okay. Once this interaction is complete, we will be adding the interns on this Trello board. The name of this Trello board is Common Board. On this Common Board, we have all the team members available, the interns. Okay. And their internship meeting recordings are maintained here. Every meeting recording which we conduct is recorded here, and all the team members will be able to access any of the recordings which has been done. So these recordings are uploaded on YouTube, but they are unlisted. So you will be able to access these meeting recordings from this Trello board. We will add you on the Trello board after an interaction with you. So you have to introduce yourself one by one. We will take names and you have to introduce, and then we will be adding you to the board and to your project board. So every intern will be added on 2 boards at least. And first board will be the Common Board, where your internship meeting recordings are available. Second, what do we have here is, we have a progress update card. So the common notifications, common messages, common status reports, until and unless you are working on a project, okay, you have to report your progress updates here. So all the students, whatever presentations they are making, in case if they have any questions, or if I have an important update to notify to the interns. So we use Trello as a communication platform. So now, from now onwards, as soon as you are added on the Common Board on Trello, Hackveda Limited will be communicating with you guys from Trello only. Okay. So the communication platform is Trello. You can also install an app of Trello. You can access Trello from your mobile phone as well. So you will get an invite after an interaction session with you. So we will be having this interaction for 1 or 2 days now. We might start this interaction from tomorrow. So you all have to join with us 7 p.m. tomorrow, and one by one, we will be having an interaction. Okay. Coming to the next section, we have an attendance record here, and I'm going to give you a quick demo of how it happened. So all the interns, those who have joined with us today, our previous interns, they have marked their attendance here. Okay. So I believe you guys can see that Saurabh has marked his attendance, Dipti Kumari has marked his attendance, her attendance. So the attendance marking are done on this card. So once you guys are added, you will be able to mark your attendance here. Okay. So introduction to Trello board will be given to you by Yash Chandra Upadhyay. We are going to organize a meeting for new interns, maybe in the daytime or in a separate Scrum meeting where you guys have to join. One by one introduction will be done. Tomorrow we will be having this introduction one by one. Then we will be adding you to Trello. Okay. Introduction to Trello will be done maybe on Thursday or Friday. Okay. Because there are n number of people. As soon as we are done interaction one by one with everyone, we will be we will be sharing the Trello information with you. Okay. Now, what next we have is, so you will be added on Trello and then your process starts. So after an interaction, we will identify whether we need to give you fundamental material initially, or we can directly give you a project to work on, an existing project to work on with resources. So we will decide and do it accordingly. So guys, this is how we are going to have our internships continued. Once again, I would like to thank everyone who has joined today's introduction meeting. And I wish you all the best so that you can learn well, gain experience. And last but not the least, I would like to tell you that objective of this internship is to make you guys look beyond the academic, curriculum and the academic syllabus. You might be doing same technologies at your college itself. You can do these technologies through YouTube and other learning platforms. The unique point joining Hackveda's internship is that we are trying hard to make you guys see beyond the academic level, see the industrial level, how applications are being built, how they are being used, how they are being deployed, how they are maintained, what all technologies are used, and how all these technologies are integrated with each other in order to have a solution. So this is what is the objective. So if you have to, recall once again that what you will be doing in Hackveda, you have to seek with the same technology, what can you see, what beyond the academic syllabus of Python or beyond the academic syllabus of machine learning, what you can think and build, what problem you can solve. So that is what we are going to have in this internship. So all the very best for the future internship days, and try to implement everything, whatever is given to you. Support will also be provided to you in case if you are unable to do anything, if you are facing challenges in implementation of fundamentals or existing projects, then there are interns, those who will be helping you out. If your problems are not solved by interns, then we will be asking our internal team members, office persons to connect with you guys and to help you out with the projects. So all the best, and we will be catching up in the same meeting tomorrow at 7 p.m. The meeting link will be same. Okay, I believe this is good. And tomorrow we will start the interaction process one by one. Thank you and have a nice day, everyone. Now I have a couple of messages. Let me just quickly go through them. Aman Malav is saying some of my friends are not able to join the meet, maybe due to maximum limit. Yes, Aman, we have a maximum limit of 100 on this meeting, and in the next meeting, we will be resetting the limit so that we can have more number of people in the meeting. Second, I have got a question from Vivek Kumar Gautam again, that some of my friends are unable to join. So we will be having this option. Tomorrow, all will be able to join the meeting. Okay. Ankush, you can come at 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay. 9:30, 10, whatever time suits you, you can come. And then we have 3D design modeling. Yeah, we will be discussing about 3D design, CAD designs, and only a few presentations have been shortlisted for day because we have this limit of 7 to 9 p.m. So 3D, and there are other technologies which we have not discussed today, but all the technologies for which you guys have registered, we will be working out on it. And we have the projects, existing client-based projects available on all the listed technologies for which you guys have applied. Harsh Khade. Harsh, do you have a question? Please tell me.
Sir, next task क्या रहेगा मेरे लिए?
That we will be discussing in the upcoming meeting. You already have a task, I think, to show
Sir,
the
मैंने कर लिया.
questions.
मैंने Trello पे डाल दिया था सर.
नहीं, आपको Trello पे नहीं डालना. You have to give the presentation. Once your presentation is done, then we will be able to give you the next task. Okay.
Tomorrow, sir, I will give, sir.
Right. So we will come to you step by step. Okay. Is there Django developer roles? Yeah, Django developer roles are there, and you guys will be working on it. You will be introduced with that as soon as we progress with the meetings. Now I've got a message from Sahil. So my friend says that she received the selection letter, but not the meeting links, and all as she was late in signing the doc in DocuSign. So you can share the same meeting link with her. The meeting link remains same, and definitely ask her to share her email ID on the WhatsApp number 9654825370. So we can look into the matter and help her out. Okay, this is the number 9654825370. So guys, that's all for the day. Let's catch up tomorrow 7 p.m. and start the internships with full energy. Thank you. Have a nice day, everyone.